Oh, it's wasteland even though. It's armor. So. Alright. Good evening. Continuing a little bit. So there has been an update which they said they don't want to they have received feedback to not lower the difficulty, and so they won't. But they have added in the patch notes said like 3 additional dungeons. I see 5. So I'm just gonna take those. I'm just gonna put them like over here. So what do we have? Tier 1, Tier 1, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 2. Which all only have the clear the map objective. So I'm gonna go do those. Peasant, warrior, orc, and priest. So that's probably not that difficult. Well, I'm basically just gonna go through those. What do we have here? Right, so they cannot go through this because there is a boulder. I could use the harpoons if I actually do think I want to go via that. Does just crush the door. This is, I believe, the first boulder can actually just fall into the water. I don't think I've seen that before. Right, upgrade the harpoon. I will keep you, and then I will bring you along. The harpoon is upgraded, yeah, that's fine. So we're just gonna have, actually... I'm gonna upgrade the harpoon to level to 15. Oh! There's the selection. Have I not noticed that before? No, of course, I switched already once. What do I want to... Right. U to 15. 30, set damage of unit dice, grants plus 10 bounty. Like, it unfortunately only deals like 9 damage. Compared to this thing's 4.7 every second. So this deals double the damage over 4 times the cooldown. Which ain't that great. Yeah, I'll take this and then the twin head. And then we'll have you and you. We also do have a tomb, which is just priests. I'm gonna leave them out first, so we will block here and here. Orc 3, peasant 2. Where are these coming from? The green ones. You two up there. And then we'll just upgrade you. This one will be the one with 2 heads. Level 1 priest shouldn't be too difficult to deal with for the dart trap there. Wonderful. Why does it take so long for the tomb to die? Yeah, as expected, not really a problem. And a last harpoon here. Now, with the rip damage, that could actually, because some of these enemies, like the warriors will block it. But the warriors also aren't really the problem, I don't think. Blow up the barrel. Wonderful. You double head. Okay, the harpoons actually just kill people. I didn't actually quite expect that. I expected them to actually be pulled. Alright, that one should be easy. That is, however, the 5 dungeons they give you there. That is a good amount of shards and XP. So, I will not complain about that. Also, you can see that the harpoons don't quite kill everything, but they're really good. Like, if there's a group of like 20 or later on like 60, they won't really do anything. But at this point, they're kind of neat. They're neat because they basically guarantee a kill on something, which makes it easier for other things. The push trap doesn't, for one reason. The harpoon always pulls 1, maximum 2 enemies. So the push force is measured against the weight of 2 enemies, while for... Oh, Scythe is leveled up. For the push trap, it measures it against everything that is on that field. Plains. Have that here. And then we have a bunch of shards, which I'll take a desert. Loot trap. Bounties are increased. That was actually quite a lot of money we got there. That should indeed just make it a lot easier. Honestly, I don't need the poison damage right now, but I'll take it for later. Right, next. What are you? Also, Scythe is just not even doubled. 3% faster movement and 2% faster spawning speed. Moment, current second. I didn't get the blood room fully up. Peasant, warrior, adventurer, journeyman, priest. 610 shards. Love to see that. No. There is no engineering squad, is there? This does look not great for wall traps except for this area, but that is gonna be a dart. And then, you know what? Fuck it, let's go with the spring trap. Bloodlust, Animal Affinity, Flywheel, increases spin torque and knockback strength, sure. Equip it. And the push trap. Just send a bunch of units. The spin blade trap can push enemies into the holes, which is what I'm kind of relying on. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get the amount of kills I wanted. Oh, also I forgot Mr. Necromancer once again. Oh, you know what we're gonna do. Mr. Necromancer. And we can actually just have ballistae on this, I think. Not ballistae, harpoons. Right, I don't think I can send up many enemies at once. Also, as funny as the Springbait Trap is, I still don't think it's good. Like, why does it cost 1,100? I don't get that. Oh yeah, I should probably not have you down here. Boom. I don't know why it really feels like the anima engine is a lot harder to get up than the previous iterations of it. I feel like I need to take that sigilized scene which increases the duration. You have to get more, basically. I still don't know why that shit is so fucking expensive. Are those balloon warriors? No. Would you like to shoot them? I maybe should have used a moneymaker thing, a soul harvester. I do wonder if there are other summonable units, like the demons from the first game, or the not the first game, from the second game. Right. Yeah, this Springbait Trap is just not doing it for me. Maybe other upgrades. Right, the Commander Strike... not here. The Anima Affinity I don't think is good. Have the... up to 10 seconds. The cooldown starts after the duration is done, I'm pretty sure. Which of course means that it takes a whole lot longer. What you gonna do? Can you actually get over there? The Springbait Trap for some reason is just horridly expensive. And I don't get why. Boom. Have a harpoon. Like, the damage really doesn't seem that good for the fact that it can only get up every 10 seconds. Yeah, enemy engine searches. Which, yeah, I really need that upgrade to make it go faster. Level 3 priest getting stabbed by swords. Like, it does block the enemy advance for approximately like 4 to 5 seconds whenever it rises, but it don't really do enough, I don't think. I probably have to check in the future in other levels. If you combine it with stuff that is on top... Oh, it actually does one-shot the priests. That's interesting to know. How much damage did he do? 17. Sell this. But not ideal with enemies, with other units that block the path. The enemies need to be behind, because if the enemies block them from... if they activate it but can't go on because there's summoned units on top, that doesn't really help. Apparently I'm really bad at clicking on things. If enemies run into this 2 times, it does deal like 17 damage, which ain't bad. Especially if you get stuck between the trap and the wall. I still don't get why the Necromancer just does not attack. Oh yeah, I forgot you. Another forest and a reclaim. And 610. I'll take some gems. And you know what? More peasants. Also give me the planes. I can't afford the planes. What is this? Push trap. After killing 20 enemies, tiers upgrade for free up to tier 2. Poison bolts deal 20% of the damage as physical hits. Lightning can bounce back to previously hit enemies. I wish you could equip more than one charm. Right. Get me the gems. Get me a forest and a forest. Get me a farm here. And then, of course... No. Yeah. A desert. Otherwise, today's been kinda slow. Like, there wasn't a lot of work. Tomorrow I won't work because I'm with the Workers' Council. Which others tell me is work, but honestly I don't really feel like it is. That is a very linear path. Yeah, they don't really take damage from that, do they? And then I can just basically stack wall traps. Yeah, the axe is still there, isn't it? Because I've seen it in the intro. What do I want to stack though? And I think the answer is dependent on what enemies are in here. I should probably check that. Adventure Dwarf Balloon. Adventure Dwarf Balloon of Evilness, Warrior Balloon Fighter, and the Jungle Warrior. The Balloon Fighter is actually a problem. I once again forgot to change my loadout first. Right, I'm gonna take the Bolt Trap for the big areas. Skip the Spin Blade. Actually, bring that along for like 11. Duration bonus 9%. That ain't much. I hope that the charms give that one... Actually, what does the Lure Trap do on level 15? What do we have? Lingering Illusion doubles the duration, right? Is affected enemies with faster with the trap. Ripen increases combo duration by 5 seconds. Combo value increased by 2. So the combo is not the thing up top. It's per enemy. When the debuff ends, the enemy is stunned. Also applies the debuff to reduce attack damage by 50%. Or affected enemies take more damage. Berserk, instead of luring charms, enemies fight for you. That's kinda neat. Luring terrifies enemies into fleeing. Like, okay. Both of these are garbage. I feel like, because they don't really go that well with what the luring trap is originally intended to do. Which is to lure enemies towards it, and this is just the exact opposite, and this is also not luring it towards you. Which, to be honest, is probably just straight better for most purposes. But I find it a bit more boring. Yeah, let's go with that. I will bring the dart trap along. For... How many skeletons does this actually raise? I'm gonna try it. Right now. Kill. Do this. And then we'll have our first bolt trap there. This costs 2,000? Are you insane? Blast them. I do like the bolt trap just piercing through everything. Also, skeletons. It's 3 skelly boys. Also, I forgot the boy once again. Now, for the balloons, honestly, the bolt trap ain't that good, so I'm just gonna have a few of the dart traps back here. And yeah, the jungle warriors do that. Oh no, it summons 4 skeletons. Oh. Nearly forgot. I really would like a way to decrease the cooldown on those bolts. Or maybe we just need more bolts, that's also possible. Like, this thing goes basically through an entire wall. Okay, not quite, but good enough. The entire row is just gone. Actually the 33 peasants from the plains is the only thing that kind of puts a dent in the bolt. Because there's just way too many. Wait a second. Oh, they're trying to escape this. I was like, why are they standing still? And I was like, did they just accept their fate? No, they tried to escape it. But the balloon does not. The balloon was not quick enough. Alright. It's a level up. 15 gems. Desert forest and a reclaim tile. Make the desert even bigger. The forest as well. I need another mountain tile. Right. Can I buy me something good? Another farm. Ah, mountain. This, what is this? Physical force of traps is increased. enemy movement slowed by 2. Sure. By 20%. Sigils, because I'd actually rather take that over the... Actually, I'd take that over the bounty. Right, what do we have here? Warrior Knight. Abomination. Haven't seen those yet. Heavy Armor, Maul, and Battering Ram. Oh, you are now minus 25% bounty gold. Plus 100% enemy weight. Like, nothing is gonna move a knight. Nothing. The level... Okay, so the level of the rune doesn't actually matter. Uh-huh. Black Knight. Right. I'm honestly kind of tempted to just let them walk through all the cards, but I don't think the cards are actually gonna do anything. This is probably gonna be my main defense down here. And they do walk through that instead of around. Interesting. These are more tanky enemies, so we go with that. Though the Black Knights might... Though for the Black Knights the bolt might not be the smartest thing to do. Okay, some enemies actually walk around. No, it actually does support multiple groups of of skeletons. Wonderful. I have a Splintblade trap. What is... They will go, however, through... down there. Yes, I could have a second bolt there. Or just more and more skeletons. Heh. Lovely. You deal 35 damage per bolt, so you do in fact one-shot the heavy knight, the heavy armor. That ain't bad. You will not one-shot the Black Knights though. But we can use Splintblade traps for that. Well, actually doing well. Didn't expect it from the Bolt Trap. I honestly kind of missed the upgrade for the... I should maybe try the Splinter Bolts at some point. Which might be better because it goes from 4 to... Everyone splits in 2, so it goes from 4 plus 8 to a total of 12. Even though 8 of them are weaker than the double shot here. So the Spinblade Trap basically just exists to hold the enemy back. So the bolt can shoot it. Bam. Oh, this exploded. Which, to be completely honest, ain't great for me. Yeah, that ain't great for me. Have a block here. Well, that is very bad for me. Right, so I'm gonna have to redo that. I'm gonna put the barricade here instead. Still gonna have you come down there. Great, great job. And then I realized I can just have a bolt there instead of down here. So that doesn't actually matter where I put that. And I can also have some swords. Right. This thing exploding kinda sucks. So what if I can't quite reach the dart from there. Alright, spin blade trap. A bolt honestly kinda neat. To be fair, it is a level... Okay, it's not even level 3 yet. Even level 2, not bad. Yeah, okay, this thing exploding is bad for me. Because I'd have to have something that shoots quickly. Also, Mr. Necromancer died again. We need more skeletons. That's what I'm learning. That tomb is honestly quite annoying. And I don't have the springboard trap yet. Also, Mr. Necromancer's back. 2,000 gold. That's honestly quite a lot. How did I fought that last time? Oh, by not building the springboard blade trap, right. The tomb will open in a second. And Mr. Necromancer died again. Alright, Mr. Necromancer back to it. Also, how many is this? I can summon a group for 60 seconds, a group of 5 skeletons for 60 seconds each. Also, I think I have a better idea on how to go through this. Up to level 13, that's not bad. Plus this, that's fine. Plus the skeletons, that's fine. And then have the poison instead of what? Each kill increases. Then we'll have a barricade once more here. And I think this thing should be a lot better against the Black Knight specifically. And thanks to the damage, it should also still be rather... It should still work well against the Black Knight, the heavy armor, if the heavy armor actually gets this far. Since I kind of feel like they're just gonna die to the poison. Honestly, Springboard Trap would probably be ideal here. If you could give it enough of push force to actually move this weight. Which I honestly kind of doubt. More skeletons. Actually, 16.4. Which is not enough to kill any of these. But maybe more poison helps. Also up to 16 damage. And the more damage it has, the faster it gets more damage, because the more damage it has, the easier it gets kills. Yeah, this guy just blows up skeletons. I'm pretty sure at this point. This tomb is gonna open soon. Also, the skeletons, I summon on level 10 skeletons. What is that dependent on? How much health do those Black Knights have? Yeah, no chance the harpoon pulls those Black Knights. Not a shot. Alright, a second one gets through, I'm also kinda fucked. Right, I'm gonna leave this one for later. I'll try the other one. I didn't know you could pause while it's on the black screen. Right, what do we have here? We have 3 different entrances is what we have. Orc, Jungle Warrior, Mauler, Digger, Brute. Diggers! So the Diggers will dig through here. And then here we have a tomb. Where are you coming from? You, entrance 3, wave 7, entrance 2, wave 1. How do I block that? Okay, you go this direction. How much damage do you do to the tomb? A level 6 golem times 5. Level 6 is rather high, considering the 10 is the highest. I'm gonna try the following. I need one more. I don't think there's too much armor things around, so increase just damage. Increase the engine speed and +1 capacity per kill. Get me my bomb. Alright, so that's already open, so we can just block here. Meaning they have to go through there. Though, honestly, I'd rather have them go through down here. And I forgot to hook up the grinder. You, honestly, I think just you. So this is open. You are gonna go over here. Then we'll have a dart there. Not what I wanted to do. And for wave 4, for entrance 2, we're gonna have a grinder here. I can bring along you. Good. Then again, grinder here with the moneymaker. Then dart here with a moneymaker. And then you go over there. Boom. And then we can make money. Jungle warriors are kind of weird though. And there is a bunch of orcs, and also we hit that tomb. Not sure if I want to hit that tomb. Because they have 4. That's honestly quite a lot of enemies for wave 1 and 2. Right, I need the swords. Give me sword. Unfortunately, only level 14. Level 4. Anything that is directly before or after a 5, do not like it. 5 is good, 10 is good, 15 is great. Anything else, not a fan. I think I'd rather have you here. Oh yeah, Mr. Necromancer. Forgotten once again. I would like the money glove. The jungle warriors are annoying when it comes to this specific area, because they just skip half my trump. Boom, boom. And then we're gonna have a grinder here. Which didn't really do a whole lot. This did a lot more. And then the old faithful barricade strike. Mr. Necromancer, please. I think they kind of just switched gear when I for a short amount had the barricade there. So we're just gonna have a barricade here permanently. Well, sucks. Actually, I suck. It's the correct thing to say. Right. All the runes. Endless. Which doesn't get me all the other runes. Right, in that case, only endless. Actually, we still want the... It doesn't give me... not runes, shards. This is just one additional rune for the 80. Yeah. Sure, get me grinder. Grind. So the +1 capacity didn't say any restrictions, so it should actually grind infinitely. Infinitely more capacity over infinite enemies. It will honestly never be good, but it can be funny. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh yeah, I also forgot Mr. Necromancer once again. I kind of want to try just decking out the entire floor in grinders and seeing if that works. There's technically a very specific endpoint at which point the grinders cannot grind anymore. But there are, I think they're probably not that good against... I don't even know in what intervals they deal damage. Like, do they do it in one damage intervals, just 177 times per second? I don't think so. I think they're more like in more specific intervals. Why did it take so long for... Alright. And now what we're gonna do is a bit of an endless run. And let's see how far we get. And for that, grinder. We'll also have a dirt. And Mr. Necromancer. Didn't forget him this time. Grind. I do like the grinder, it's such a stupid idea. But yeah, endless is basically just what it sounds like. Every 5 waves the enemies get stronger. There are actually enemies here that we haven't seen before, like the Berserker. Also, I may want to not take the repeater mechanism. Since it increases the activation range. Which normally isn't an issue, but in this case I can't build a money thing there. Ah, here we are at level 3 knights. Which will overrun us. However, we get a bunch of XP. Earned XP 48,000. And I think that is a new record for this specific map. Yeah. Total XP earned 60,000. So apparently you can now do it over and over. I don't have enough shards. What is this? Chill, freezing trap, I don't have that yet. Push trap, combo duration is increased to 10 seconds. Projectile traps have +1 activation range. Ah, if only I could afford it. Right. Do this. That's a meadow now. And then of course the mountain. Right. I'm gonna give you the Call the Weak instead. Oh no, wait. Keep the Compounding Strike, do the Hardened Materials. Take the next level, which... What do you actually do? More Blood Orb spawn. Blood Golems are stronger, right. The point is basically just to get more and more XP basically per every attempt. Alright. Send it. Mr. Necromancer can just like stand here. Actually stand here. Like, I don't expect this to get very far, because again, the grinder, not actually that good. Just funny to me. Why are you attacking the door? What did the door ever do to you? (603) capacity. Capacity going up rather quickly on this one. The grinders are really good against enemies that have shields, because I'm pretty sure they do damage in like 10 times per second. But I at least believe that's the case. So maybe like twice a second, which is still a lot comparatively to most other towers. Also, knights appear to once again pose a problem. Yeah, the knights. Okay, whenever the level 2 knights show up, I'm kinda losing. The grinder's really not made for that. But now we have additional 16 gems. Which does get us to a level 2 on another tower. A level 3 on another tower. Right. Can I afford something? A desert, a mountain, an armory. Enemy armor +2, bounty +1 for each adjacent forest style armor, bounty +1. Projectile traps have +1 activation range. Right. I don't think I want to buy that right now. I'm basically just gonna go through all my maps that I've done, and just continue doing this, so I get more XP. Sell you. Mr. Necromancer can just let go here. God, that's so stupid. Such a stupid thing. I do think it probably works a lot better with something like the Lurk Trap, so you don't, because basically it always unjams at the same rate, but if you are below a certain spectrum, it doesn't grind correctly until you get back to full. At least I believe that's how it works. So having it with alert trap to make sure that it doesn't permanently grind, but only at specific points, does kind of make it better. And also the alert trap wasn't a thing in the previous game, so... At the end of the day, you kind of just pick a trap you want, a trap you like, and then spam that. Or you have a very specific plan, which, honestly, I never really cared for. At least not in this game, for some reason. Gotta have a barricade here. So I can have a second dirt trap there. And then I would like to upgrade this dirt trap. To give me some skelly boys. Oh, those are berserkers. Whirling Dance of Death, right? They kind of just spin through your units. They do not stop for them. Well, that's bad. They do not stop for units, so they basically run through like thieves, except they also deal damage. That was a really bad endless attempt. Again, I'm pretty sure anything but the grinder would be a lot better. Maybe if I find some charms for the grinder. Which I haven't found any yet. Is there actually any that I still have to clear the map with it? Right. Doing this then. Because we need to clear it with a blood rune. And we need to destroy that tomb. I think I'll just have the normal loadout I have here, which is not you. It's the swords. Right. You down, you up. Can't afford you, unfortunately. Take the swords, you the barricade. No, I think that's fine. Right, as usual, block off here. You are warriors, which isn't too bad. And then we'll block off here. You are gonna be the main defense for this line, so you do that. And then you come over here to defend on that side. And we're gonna have some swords on this side. And then I probably want to destroy this quickly. Also, get those walls out. And I hope this one just kind of gets big enough, quick enough. To destroy all these enemies. The skeletons do take damage from the carts, but I don't think it's enough to really care about it. Also, I forgot, I have this. Enemy engine surges. I'm still a bit surprised that the warriors don't have any armor. Like, they kinda look like they do, but they don't. Yeah, of course there's another piece of land. Why wouldn't there be? Fuck. Ah, on 72. Unfortunate. Yeah, we'll do just the same again. Actually. Not the glass weapons, volatile weapons, or... Right, I had this... Like, how much is your damage? This is also increases the damage by 50%. Increases the speed by 50%. Explodes on death, dealing damage equal to the maximum health of the weapon. Let's try with that. That kinda sounds funny. Mr. Necromancer. Over here. We block off there. No, you here, and then I can't afford anything else. Definitely barricade that. Yeah, like the push trap is never gonna do anything. Okay, the thieves just go through without any worry. That ain't great. That was not what I intended to do, but it's fine. Not what I intended to do, but it's fine. It's just deals damage when it hits those, so I should probably leave those walls standing. Those thieves are annoying as fuck. Not that, this. Completely forgot about the way from there, so happy that worked out. I'm gonna need you. And then we're gonna have another one there as well as upgrade this dart. 3 Cornerstone Guardians. Now we actually have 6. Where are the 50 warriors? Are they dead already? Apparently those swords are just absolutely destroying for some reason. What were those? Alright, so this went a lot better, and I have actually no clue as to why. Apparently the swords are just really good. When you upgrade them. That trap poison, deals full poison damage for 4 seconds, does not stack. Interesting. Spellbound Arsenal. Knocks enemies back. Increase minion health by 30%. So we get a hammer. I completely forgot that I get charms for doing that. So I should probably try and get all the objectives done as well. What do we take now? Right. I think I like the poison more. You don't even cost any more money. Turn those off. Put all of that in here. We will... Yeah, we will go like that. And then do... this map. Da-da-da. That is maybe even a bit much, but it's fine. Do I? Yeah, I need to do the Thirsting Obelisk. Oh, we can get you off and put them more into that. That costs 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are at 4. It actually switches them to hammers. Yo, that's cool. Holy shit, it was a big hit. There's a blood golem. And now... hold up. Didn't actually do as much as I'd hoped it would. We are already at level 3. This blood golem has 209 health. Which may not be good for me. These two blood golems will die. Also, I forgot Mr. Necromancer once again. And that is wave 4. Now you are done, so we will just put a barricade there. Do this. Put a cascade. Have a money generation here. And then more hammers. Like the accretion of the arcane trap, I don't think has any limit to the damage increase, does it? Also, does it reduce the cooldown? I thought the cooldown of that thing is higher than 4. Yeah, the hammers don't really give a shit, I guess. But the arcane trap is just absolutely rinsing them. The arcane trap is actually new to this game specifically. Like it hasn't been in the previous games. Also, the bouncing does not need to be in its original range, which is also good, since I think it seeks the most possible enemies to hit. There's the chargers. And where's the boss? Mysterious Challenger, come through here, please. Psych. In fact, you can't just do that. Like, the Mysterious Challenger gets crushed by a wall. How much damage do you deal at this point? 122, and it's still rising. If that is actually capacity increased by 20% per tier upgrade, yeah, that's not bad. When capacity hits 0, release a toxic cloud that is 6 poison damage over 6 seconds. So there are various poison options. That's good to know. 2 level ups, not bad. I just wanted to see. Yeah, you don't have a limit. In that case, I don't know why this has a limit. Like, this is just umpteenth time. This is just better in every single way. You don't need to get the kill. And it's without limit. It's just so much better. Destroy one or more vault. I still don't know where that vault is supposed to be. Like, where is that vault supposed to be? I also don't see any thirsting obelisks. I assume the vault would be over here. But because I don't see any thirsting obelisks, I don't see how I trigger that. Maybe. Right, let's try that. We will block off here. And then we're just gonna have you. Go on, destroy the door, destroy the treasure chest. I don't really like having to destroy those treasure chests, but take that out. I have a feeling that might be it, that you actually have to destroy those. Or that you actually have to get those destroyed, rather. So let's see if that is the case. Also, I forgot Mr. Necromancer again. I'm gonna need you to chill for a second. Nope, that is not how you do it. How do you move that? Like, I'm not blind, am I? There is no thirsting obelisk around. Or am I just completely blind? Do I have to put something? I can't put anything there. I don't see any buttons either. Huh. I apparently have vastly underestimated the swords. Especially if you use them for damage instead of just tanking. To be fair, they're doing really good at tanking here. Like, how do I trigger that? Good question, one I don't have an answer for. How do I... I'm just gonna look it up. If it's actually anywhere, like, if it's actually written anywhere. Let's see, gridiron. In the corner in the top left. So because I thought this looks weird, but it's not a thirsting obelisk. Anyway. That does allow me to keep my... That does allow me to keep most of my stuff though, so I'm not too unhappy about it. Alright, like it allows me to keep my treasure chests, is the important thing there. They just fall in the water by themselves. Lovely stuff. Also, yeah, Mr. Necromancer, you are needed. Are they not getting rid of the skeleton warrior? Alright, finally. And now they're not getting rid of this skeleton warrior. What the hell? Why are they so good? Yeah, this is a thirsting obelisk. It has the animation of one. Alright. Yeah, okay. So, get me the bolt, I think, has more DPS. Especially if we can also upgrade to level 6. Right, so what we're gonna do is, same as always, block here, block here. Block here. Block here. Then we're actually just gonna, like, kill these guys. And they will walk... I don't want to block there, though. Kill this guy, and then we'll just block here. Which also requires no block there. And then we'll have the swords here to do our damages. Block there. Ah, Mr. Necromancer. Then we'll have you, and you, and you. Upgrade you. Mr. Necromancer, take a step forward. Ah, Blood Golem. So I have a kind of have a feeling that they will not kill the Blood Golem. It has 374 health. Right, sell this. Reset that here. And thankfully this one doesn't have too much health. Take this old glove. And then just don't fuck up. This should be a charm, I believe. No, it's a hidden level underworld. Upgrade you to the Cascade. And now I think I'm basically set. Okay, the Blood Golems might pose a problem. I hadn't considered, because they kind of just heal themselves to full whenever one of the cascade things triggers. Okay, the first one is down. Unfortunately, another one has been created. Do I also have a Blood Golem? No. No, it was one of my hammers. Good. Honestly, I kind of feel like the Blood Golem should be on my side. So just saying. Oh yeah, they also have regeneration from the Vine Rune. Thankfully, you deal 69 damage and just one-shot basically everything. Like, I don't think there is anything better for the Arcane Trap than this combination of seeking projectiles, bouncing, and get more and more damage. Like, you don't need to reduce armor if you one-shot enemies through armor. And the highest armor I have seen up to this point was 27 on a level 10 battering ram. So, if we deal 100 damage, the armor 27 is not gonna matter. At least not for long. The poison is also not really gonna matter. I also do like that it changes the projectile for the bouncing one. Not only the turret. Visually. And I don't think anybody is gonna get through there. Through this. Wait, there were veteran warriors in this level? Apparently it does not matter. For the Arcane Trap is just gonna blow them up regardless. Yeah, 2 hits for the shield, and then 1 hit for the shield actually only. And then the other 2 will one-shot them. Haven't even touched the later hammers. Uncold 18,000. Didn't even get to charge. Sad charge your life. A poison also does nothing because it just regenerates too fast. Bam. Bam. Chase. Monsters gain +1 movement speed whenever they are damaged. Huh. And Veil. Monsters enter damage with 1 layer of shield. Harpoon drop. Tear damage is increased by 300% and the Undervault. Sure. Sure. Undervault can go here, I guess. Next to the peasant thing. 36 more peasants. What do we have? Peasant, warrior, adventurer, priest, knight, jungle warrior, veteran warrior, and heavy armor. With what runes do I need to do it? Clean them up with Fort Anchor Shell and Bloodsworn Vine and Nil runes. Well, that is... I'm just gonna stack all of them all at once anyway. Right, so we're just gonna set up you here. Actually, the fuck are you? A beam trap. Stops firing when overheat, damage ignores armor. Interesting. We'll blow you up. Place you over there. As well as one here. Mr. Necromancer. I have a feeling I'll just set up there. Why can't I not put you here? Fort Anchor Shell. Oh, we don't have Shell yet, have we? Right. Regardless. I completely forgot. This screamed to be a harpoon level. So, harpoon it is. Even though it's probably worse than just taking sword and arcane blast again. But it's funnier. Level 9, well, I don't like that. I want you on level 10 at least. Then, harpoon, take the bolt for the vault. You, and you, as well as the barricade. Why can I not build there? That is intriguing me at this point. So, we will set up here. With a sword, looking at that. And have them go through here. And see if that is a thirsting obelisk. It is. So I'm just gonna fill it up. And then I can just refocus this somewhere else. I can build everywhere else. Oh, this does actually kind of get strong. Alright, how much do you still need? There's another vault. Which is actually a lot longer of a way. And now I need to put up a... Didn't even fucking phase them. Okay. Put that actually here. And then I need to wait to have 500 so I can close this again. I also don't know if I actually want to go through up here because this one already has a bunch of power at this point. We are not getting through this blood golem, I don't think. How much armor do you have? Yeah, the problem is kind of the regeneration there, isn't it? Also, I just realized the anchor rune... Due to the anchor rune, the harpoon isn't gonna do anything, is it? Yeah, I can't do that. I think, yeah, because of the anchor rune, the harpoon isn't gonna do anything, so... unfortunately, harpoon, you died again. Right. I'm still gonna bring it along. Oh, I completely forgot. You have upgrades, don't you? Tear damage. Oh, reels instantly on kill shots. Pull duration is half. You know what? Increase the range by 1 tile. Bowler shot. Tile travels fast. Pull duration increased. Tear damage by 100% and projectile damage by 50%. Right. I'm gonna try with this. Just like the tear damage, I think is when it breaks after the duration. So it's not that good. Deals tear damage if the unit dies, grants plus 10 bounty. Right. I'm still gonna go with this. However, what I'm also gonna do is build that and... Alright, let's see. I'm not gonna upgrade this. I'm just gonna sell it later. And there's the blood golem. Alright. You are gonna summon to here and then you go there. Blood golem is just gonna go through. I don't think I can prevent that. And because I only have 1 health, right? In that case, I think we have to turn off some of the runes. Which I'll probably turn off the blood rune. I'm gonna leave it at 1. Like 1, 2, 4, 6, that's a heavy increase. I think you can just disable that, actually, with a Festa. So maybe I try that instead, so I can have all the runes on. Right. Load us up. Select my loadout. I need you on level 10. Which means, unfortunately, you're not gonna be on level 3. Now I need the Festa. And I'm gonna keep the Swift Mechanism. Have you there, you here, and then you there. And of course, Mr. Necromancer. So I'm gonna just have an eye on you. Okay, so the Festa does not help with that, I don't think. No, they still... Oh wait, I don't have the Festa yet. So I should probably try and get that soon. I just don't have enough money. Which I think I can kind of get around if I bring along... $1,000 extra go. Also I have 1900. Just unlock all the sigils. Bounties are increased. Enemy, no. Enemy armor movements. Enemy movement is slowed. Oh, you require 2. I think that's actually better. I can afford both of these, but then I can't bring in the... Then I can't bring in the swords. Now, do you? They do not regenerate on Festa. So that is good to know. Sword costs me 600. Yeah, so the Blood Golem does no longer regenerate, and with that we can actually kill it. So you can count the Divine Rune just with just the... That's good to know. Alright, 1 ballista here. Good, 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 good. How much health do you have? Not that much. 1,000, yeah. That should be fine. Though my next money needs to go into the other bolt trap. Anyways, anime engine surged. Lovely stuff there. And now I need to upgrade my swords. They have shielded 2 now, yeah. Alright, big sword. Okay, well, one is done. The freeze trap. Is that the freeze? No, frost bomb. So the freeze trap is a separate thing. The frost bomb, I believe, is just a bomb that freezes enemies. I don't think it deals damage. And only freezes, but, well... That's honestly not so bad. Okay, the second vault should also be opened relatively soon. Yep. Sigil Spear. Boom. 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 I kinda love this. Without the bouncing, not that great. Because after every shot you have to wait like 4 seconds. But with the bouncing, you have the projectile while you're recharging, so that's kinda neat. Honestly, you here, you here, you here. I want the better hammers further forward. And you have a capacity, so you overheat over time. You also have 4 range baseline, which no wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range baseline. Wait, to be fair, if you need to hit a specific enemy for a long time, that kind of makes sense. And I think at this point this is basically one. Because this combination is... The swords plus the arcane trap is kinda just racking shit up. Yeah, I don't see them coming through us. And if they ever would, we have a secondary line now. No chance. I do kind of like this, that it gives you stuff that helps you during the defense. Because in the previous one, I think it was mostly just clear stage with 8 or more runes. Ha! September 1st. This reminds me, September. In 3 days, Silksong is coming out. Home. The maximum damage against monsters is limited to 50% of their max health. Against monsters? Like, My guys? These continuing lightning damage to pull target. Neat. Frost bomb. Required sockets 4. Projectors pierce one additional target. That could be amazing with the bolt. Mountain Wasteland Labyrinth. Yeah, have some wasteland here. Shop. I'll take a C. Yes, have 30% less health. Players generate... Like, are monsters the enemies? Or because, honestly, it kinda shouldn't be. More mountain. Sure, have a dungeon here. Oh, that's a labyrinth. Area is randomized each time it has been cleared. Map tier increases each time it has been cleared. Area is inhabited by Balloon of Evilness, Warrior, Peasant, Adventurer, Engineering Squad, and Digger. Let's get me the splitting bolts. Yes, bonus damage equal to... Projectiles pierce one additional target. Skullcracker. And then you Call the Weak, Repeater, and the... Honestly, the double barrel. Then what can we... Oh, what else can we upgrade? We do have a bit of money. Yeah, go with that. And sure, why not? Why not have a chain trap? Let's see this labyrinth then. Oh, is this for my guys? Or for the enemies? If it's for the enemy, that is pretty bad. Also, if I understand that correctly, you can never use the infinity rune here. Because you can never beat the level. Are there dwarfs here? I think it said there's dwarfs here. Definitely see the engineering squad, which I think also blows up shit. Have the dirt, have the bolt, have the moneymaker. And let's try it with that. Need to block here and here. Have a moneymaker there. And let's see how this goes. Level 1 noble. Blast them. It is, which... Look at this. The bolt trap does not one-shot them. And then because of the vine rune... Oh! That looks funny. That's more like stakes than bolts. To be fair, bolts are basically just metal stakes, I guess, but... These enemies were one... Oh, because it split. So basically it deals two hits there. Right. The Helm rune is probably my least favorite rune I have seen yet. Honestly, switch it around. Start with Moneymaker. With the interest. And then I will just have... basically... bolt and dart. Over and over. Blow them up. And now I'm just gonna take some interest, I guess. Interest's 4.499. Next wave coming in, how much interest are we gonna get? Does it show me the exact number? $65, so 61 there. Okay, yeah, the Blood Golem is once again a problem. You go retreat or stop. Okay, we kind of absolutely need the Fester. Like, no way around that. Bring you along also to chain. The chain won't do me any good here, but maybe. Also, instead of the long-lasting chain, have the tenderizing chain. No. Chain. Then we do basically the same again, only without the interest this time. And then actually, can I just have like a repeater mechanism from over here? I can! However, I just realized something else that I want to fix. Sigils. So I definitely want the XP. I want to try to spear. And then... I don't have the other one. And it's also not there. Fortunate. Also, I think most of the enemies here don't have armor, so I'll take the... no, I want this for the +1 range. Solar Sigil... Starting goal is increased. Yeah, that's fine. Labyrinth. The helm is a problem. A massive one at that. Actually... have the bigger one here. Mr. Necromancer. Please join us. Actually, you're gonna join us over here. Boat. Alright, let's go. Just have crossfire. I realized that you are not within range of the Soul Harvester permanently. We're gonna need the Fester here. Or we could get us a Fester trap here. If I had enough money, that is. And there's the second one, right. Right here. Then the Fester there. Mr. Necromancer, over here if you please. Oh, just falling down. I can't have a money trap over there. Or a soul harvester over there. Well, that's kind of bad. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, the balloons can't go through doors because they don't have an attack. Okay, the diggers are just digging there. There is no path over here, so we're fine. Also, I should check, is there anywhere a thirsting obelisk? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, the diggers will just dig. They do that. They don't really do anything else. Honestly, thank God for the Fester on the trap. Yeah, you just go here. You can just can you shoot them? Thank you. I do not like the home rune. I do not like it at all. Especially if it continues lowering it. I reclaim. Yeah, that's fine. I have 17 of those. And now we have a new map, which is tier 2. Which I don't even know if I can do that. Like, how would I lure them through this? Don't even know. Probably via up here. Let's attempt one. How much damage do you deal? I don't even know. Then we'd have to have a blocker there. You can go there. Bolt over here. Does this blow up the destructible floor? Yes. And now they move through there. Perfect. Then next, I want them to go through here. Also set one there to blow that up. We do have a flesh golem now, I believe. Yep. And we don't have a Fester trap yet. So... sell that. Get the Fester trap up there. Next we can have this. Right, I think that works. I just need to get the Fester trap first. Blocker here. Dart there. And actually Moneymaker here. And then the Fester trap here, I believe. Followed by another one there. If I can afford it on time. Like, the dart trap does good damage. No doubt about that. But the golem regenerates just way too much. Right. Next. There's a bolt trap, also put one there. Are there actually diggers here? Yeah, there are diggers here. The diggers will just get rid of this. And they will annoy the hell out of me. Due to that. Well, apparently a balloon got through. Regardless, that's probably it for the day. And tomorrow I'll play something else again. No, don't worry. Get me that. Reach, get me that. At this point I can basically buy everything. More snow. Right. For now, I'm gonna say goodbye. And I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a nice day tomorrow. Nice Tuesday tomorrow. I'm in the Workers' Council, so it will show itself how good it is. But for now, I hope you have a nice evening. Goodbye.